Good morning, the honorable judges and esteemed audience. My name is Alifia, Kanza Salsabila. I'm from SMA Negeri 3 Debat. Today, I stand here to firmly oppose the motion. This house will give social service and skill training for gambling offenders of the impersonation. First of all, my stance is clear. I strongly reject the idea that gambling offenders should be given social service and skill training while they are serving their prison sentence. Justice, fair resource distribution, and effective rehabilitation cannot be achieved by supporting offenders before they have served their due punishment and shown a genuine willingness to change. Allow me to explain my points. First, justice must be prioritized as the foundation of the criminal justice system. When a person commits a crime, including gambling offense that might involve illegal or harmful activities, they must face the consequence of their actions. The punishment imposed by law, imprisonment, is not only a form of penalty but also a deterrent for both the offender and society. If gambling offenders receive social service or skill training while still in a prison, this risks reducing the severity of their punishment. This may unintentionally send a message to society that gambling crimes are easily forgiven and weaken law enforcement. Furthermore, the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, or UNODC, states that criminal penalties must be strong enough to maintain social order and justice. Providing privilege without clear evidence of reform risks undermining the credibility of the legal system. Second, limited social resources should prioritize victims, not criminals. Gambling addiction affects more than just the offender. It also severely impacts family and communities. The World Health Organization, or WHO, reports that gambling disorders affect 1 to 3% of the global population, causing financial instability, mental health problems, and family breakdowns. Therefore, social service should primarily focus on those harmed by gambling, such as victims and vulnerable groups, rather than the offenders themselves. Providing training programs to inmates differs valuable resources that should be used to support and restore those impacted by gambling. Third, rehabilitation programs are only effective if implemented at the right time and condition. Research from the National Institute on Drug Abuse, or NIDA, highlights that successful addiction treatment requires comprehensive psychological support, social reintegration, and ongoing care even after release. Offering only social service or skill training during imprisonment often fails to address the root causes of gambling addiction, such as physiological dependency, impulsiveness, or environmental factors. Rehabilitation should be conditional and considered as a reward, only provided after offenders demonstrate a sincere commitment to change, usually during parole or after release. Early rehabilitation risks misuse and program failure, encouraging offenders to see prison as merely a training period rather than a penalty. So, what's the proper approach? Instead of providing social service and skill training during imprisonment, the focus should be on ensuring offenders serve their sentence properly and transparently. After completing their punishment and undergoing thorough evaluation, they may qualify for rehabilitation programs that include skill training and social service opportunities. At the same time, investment should be increased in prevention programs and victim support such as gambling addiction, counseling, and financial aid for effective family. This balanced approach respects justice, social responsibility, and rehabilitation. In conclusion, I reiterate that giving social service and skill training for gambling offenders while they are serving their sentence is not the right approach. Justice and deterrence must be enforced firmly. Social resources should prioritize victims, and rehabilitation must be planned carefully to be effective. Therefore, based on the argument above, I strongly reject this motion and urge you all to do the same. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.